Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we're here for another severe weather breakdown. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the SPC outlook for today, we have no risks of severe weather as of right now. If we had to get a marginal risk of severe weather, I would guess it'd be somewhere here in the Central Plains, but I'm really not expecting it. So we don't really have any threats for today, so we'll just go ahead and move on to tomorrow, where we do have a marginal risk of severe weather here in the upper western Midwest. The tornado threat for tomorrow is very low as of right now, but we might get a 2% risk somewhere in there. Damaging wind threat, we have a 5% risk of wind gusts of 60 miles an hour or higher here. That extends all the way from Norfolk back up into portions of northeast Minnesota. Hail threat for tomorrow, we also have a 5% risk of hail 1 inch or larger, and this one is an even larger risk. So definitely be looking out for a hail tomorrow, I would say. Now moving on to Saturday here, we do not have any marginal risks of severe weather as of right now, but as we enter second severe weather season of the year, we are going to see a lot of storms pick up, and potentially some of them will be severe, as fall is typically one of the more active periods of the year. So we will start seeing something soon, most likely, but for now, let's just go ahead and move on to the National Hurricane Center, which is pretty active right now. We obviously have Tropical Storm Phillipe, but we're going to break that down more later. We have disturbance here. There's a 90% chance to form the next 7 days and a 90% chance to form the next 48 hours, and this is going to form today, 100%. I would say it's been out here saying 90% in the next 48 hours and for the next 7 days for a long time now. So this will most likely form today, and if it doesn't, then it's probably not going to form at all, honestly, because I really don't see a scenario where we don't see a tropical depression out of this by the end of the day. Eastern Pacific here, we do have a disturbance that has a 20% chance to form the next 7 days and a 20% chance to form the next 48 hours, but it will not make landfall in Hawaii, so we are good to go there. Moving on to the track for Phillipe here. As we can see right now, Phillipe is currently a tropical storm with 50-mile-per-hour winds, some gusts up to 65 miles per hour, and it is continuing to head westward, and very soon, if not already, will start to make impacts on some of the lesser Antilles here. So all these islands are expected to see a possible direct impact from tropical storm Phillipe, soon to be tropical depression Phillipe, and really all these islands, even if you're outside of this red dome, could see some heavy rainfall, some thunderstorms, some flooding rains, high waves, high winds, all that good stuff, just not as intense as these right here. So definitely be watching out for this, okay? This is coming in at around, come on, load, 1 a.m. on the 1st of October. It will be a 40-mile-per-hour storm here, and it will start to make impact on some of the lesser Antilles here, and then continue to head westward by 1 a.m. on the 2nd. It'll be a 35-mile-per-hour storm, and then it will remain nearly stationary here as a 35-mile-per-hour storm on October 3rd at 1 a.m. here. So for the first few days of October, you'll be feeling some heavy rainfall, some thunderstorms in this region here, so definitely be looking out for that, as this thing is pretty stationary. Now moving on to watches, warnings, and advisories. Right now we have a large area of dense fog advisories across a good portion of the Midwest here. These extend all the way from southwest Minnesota back into central Indiana even, which is pretty crazy to think about that it's that large. We got air quality alerts scattered across East Texas here, so be looking out for that. Coastal flood advisories along a good portion of the East Coast here, so even a county or two inland, I'd be looking out for some potential flooding there. We do have some frost advisories in effect here for portions of northern New Hampshire as well as southwest Maine here. Frost advisory in effect here for maybe a couple counties in southeast Idaho. Red flag warnings in effect here for portions of Wyoming, Colorado, Utah. But other than that, there's really not much going on right now at all. We do actually have some flood watches in effect in Kentucky, I guess I should mention. And we have had some flooding issues down there this morning and some strong thunderstorms moving through here in south central Kentucky. So I guess I would be looking out for that. But other than that, not much to talk on. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.